I'm very excited now. What you look at you? Worthless hungry! The future! You got what we did here!
It must be erased.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. We would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Destroying data.
So as you saw from the footage earlier, how now I can use that skill to make Ivara move even in prowl, and it won't be as slow as fuck as she normally would do. Now this is affected by duration. Range can affect the area of the width, like how many enemies can be affected while it's traveling. This build is using less range because I'm mostly using it to travel for spy missions. So since I have long duration, it will cover a long range. You can use my mouse or the controller, whatever you're using, to change the direction. So really helpful in prowl if you want to move faster in certain areas. Otherwise you can just use your operator to navigate, which I normally use. Now that takes care of the spy when you have lasers and everything. In normal scenario, if you don't want to use it as a spy Ivara, you can change the infiltrate to the augment of the Reeve, blinding Reeve. And I didn't mention, but this is the ability of Revenant, in case you didn't realize. So as you can see, I have low range, so it's only giving me with the um, 2 meters. Let's change that. Let's give her some more range. I was trying to see if natural talent can increase the casting animation, but I don't think it's giving me any significant speed boost. Now that augment will blind the enemies so that you can perform finishers. Let's have some and when you're in the Reeve, you are invincible. So like if you got any status effects which is depleting your life, that will like stop it and something like that. So now they're blinded, so you can perform finishers. Since it's affected by duration, you can do it, and the length of the duration is longer enough to perform finisher. Looks like it ran out of the duration. I'm using Stropha here. There's no significant meaning to this, but you can hit other enemies in your range. As you can see there, I did that. Now let's talk about how to stop it. Like you can you can use that skill again to stop in a certain place if you want to. So you don't have to worry about going all the way along just to stop this ability. It doesn't work that way. Hopefully this skill will give you some more opportunities to use Ivara. Now there are more other better ways to use it. You can drop them in other combinations, like a frame can have 3 different skills depending upon her config. So that's my big brain thought about using Revenant's Reeve with Ivara for moving in her prowl because the speed is very low. That was my idea. The build is nothing specific. Normally, you would build a long duration and low efficiency for your prowl to have as much to have less drain on energy. So that's all I was using, and I switch some mods here and there. So just use it as you like. If you want more range to cover blind, more range to blind more enemies, use overextended because strength is not required for Ivara unless you're using her arrow. Let's just get more enemies. Um, so you got the idea what I'm trying to do here. Just everyone is blinded. The range covers everyone. Now, since I'm using Stropha, you can use Redeemer as well. Redeemer has more range than Stropha. Again, Stropha is not intended to use like that. You can use any melee. Because I had Stropha while I'm making this video. So that's it. Let me know how you feel about this build. Really good to travel, and do remember that you cannot use to jump over certain objects with this Reeve. You can only travel in straight path. Like you can see, it will not go over. It's not like Wukong's cloud. So yeah, I hope you like this method. You can actually use the Reeve to slow in midair, but it will not change direction based on your mouse or something like that. You can use it to halt some movement in the air. That's about it. Hope you like this. Better than walking 2 steps, 3 steps in a second or something like that. So thanks for watching. This was my big brain move. Hope you like it. Of course, there are better skills to use. That's why we got 3 configurations. Use them as you wish. This is just one of the idea I got. And if you feel like using it, use it yourself. Thanks for watching. See you next one.